Good morning, children. Today, in continuation with the chapter 13, we will study about magnetic field due to a current carrying conductor, that is a straight conductor, and also we will study about certain factors which affects the magnetic field around a straight conductor. So what is this? Let us understand with the help of an activity. What we have done, we have arranged a setup in which we have connected a battery, an ammeter to measure the value of current, a variable resistor and a key, and a straight wire through which we have inserted a cardboard perpendicularly. So this is our setup as you can see in the figure A. So as soon as the current flows through this circuit, we see that there is magnetic field around the current carrying wire as we have learned in the previous activities. But here, how would we come to know that this magnetic field is same as that of around a bar magnet? So we will do the same thing. Around the bar magnet also we have sprinkled the iron fillings. So here also on the cardboard we will sprinkle some iron fillings. You will be surprised to know that these iron fillings arranged in the same pattern as they were arranged in the around the bar magnet, as we have done in our NCERT, and we have seen this in figure. Yes, this figure, that is figure 13.2. So to observe this, we see we sprinkle the iron filling, and the another way we have learned how to see this magnetic field. We have seen that this also can be observed, the magnetic field around the current carrying conductor or the bar magnet can also be observed with the help of magnetic compass. So in the current carrying wire also we will sprinkle the iron filling first. We see that the pattern is something like this, which is same as that around the bar magnet. In the B figure you can see this. Now suppose we don't have iron filling, then how can we measure the amount of magnetic field around this straight wire? Yes, you are right. With the help of magnetic compass also we can identify, we can measure the strength of magnetic field. Now certain factors we would like to study here. Suppose I want to increase the current through this wire. How can I do this? Yes, I can use variable resistor. I have connected it here as we have learned in electricity chapter that variable resistor can help us to increase or decrease the amount of current flowing through the conductor without changing the battery terminals. So what I do, I will increase the value of current such that maximum amount of the current flows through this wire. What happens to the strength of magnetic field? Yes, it increases, because so from this we conclude the strength of magnetic field is directly proportional to the amount of current flowing through this conductor. Second point to study is length of this wire. We can increase the length of the wire, we can as well as decrease. So in this experiment we can keep the length of the wire, and then we found that if the wire length is more, the magnetic field strength is higher. That means this is higher if the length is more. That means strength of magnetic field is also directly proportional to the direction of strength of magnetic field is also directly proportional to the length of the wire. Now third factor is, if I change the direction of current, what will happen now? Yes, we have learned in previous activity that if we change the direction of current, the direction of magnetic field lines will also change. As we have learned that if the direction of current is downward in activity 13.4, if the current direction is downward, the direction of magnetic field lines was, or the magnetic field was towards east. But if the direction is upward, the direction of magnetic compass was towards west. So similarly, we can conclude here that by changing the direction of current, the direction of magnetic field can also change. And the last factor which we have observed in the bar magnet as well as here, we can see that as we move far away from this center of the wire, the strength of magnetic field is decreasing. As you can see in this diagram, that the magnetic material which is farther from the wire is not that particularly or uniformly arranged in circular loop as it is arranged near the wire. So, strength of magnetic field is inversely proportional to the distance from the wire. So, this way we have learned about four factors, that is, magnetic field is directly proportional to the current flowing through the conductor. Magnetic field. So with the help of this activity, we conclude that the magnetic field lines are inversely proportional to the distance from the conductor and circles are closed near the conductor. Direction can be changed or can be given by right hand thumb rule or by the compass, and it can be represented by concentric circles at every point near the conductor. So from this we learn about a right hand thumb rule, that if we know the direction of current, we can also know the direction of magnetic field line around the conductor. So let us learn about right hand thumb rule. Imagine that you have holding your right hand in such a way that your thumb is straight and right hand thumb is pointing towards the direction of current. Then your folded fingers will represent the direction of magnetic field lines. As you can see here, if the direction of current is downward, the direction of magnetic field lines are clockwise direction, and vice versa. If direction of current is upward, the direction of magnetic field lines are in anti-clockwise direction. So similarly is the Maxwell corkscrew rule, that if the handle of the screwdriver is representing the direction of magnetic field lines and the stick with which we tighten the screw is the direction of current, the folded fingers represent the direction of magnetic field lines. I hope it is clear to you. Thank you.